every weekend, oh, the vibe's so fine. Saturday, sit down with Mr. Drayton. Shine!
You are now locked in to the Saturday Sit Down with the talented Mr. Drayton. Your favorite place for the best conversations. We're talking news, politics, entertainment, and possibly the ever so rare nipple slip. You are now locked in with the talented Mr. Drayton, and this is the Saturday Sit Down.
Hey, you guys!
I've always wondered what it was like to come into that. Now I understand why Greg likes it so much. So, so what is going on, everybody? You are not on the wrong day, and you have not turned on the wrong channel. Greg is not here today. He is visiting family, and so he has asked us to go ahead and continue in his stead. So what is going on, everybody? It is America's favorite elderberry swag for life, here with the founder of M3, Malcolm the Philosopher King. Malcolm, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I have been toying around with all the AI models and just checking out all the tech. I don't know if you saw like the new Samsung phone that came out. And yeah, just I don't know. I'm feeling like a little kid.
Like a kid at Christmas time, all the new toys that are coming out and stuff like that. You just don't know where to look first. So yeah, I get it. I've been playing around with AI a lot. I think I've told you, like, I've used it to kind of actually create some applications for me. And even in my friend groups and stuff, we are such big just talking about AI all the time, but we tend to use it for like the not so great reasons, like you know, the AI artwork and crazy stuff like that. But I did ask Chat GPT to roast me the other day.
Oh, that's funny.
Let me see if I can remember what it said. It was like it was kind of mundane. It was like, oh, that's not a roast. It said you've got the confidence of a final boss and the Wi-Fi signal of a tutorial level.
Oh god. Yeah, you gotta. It's too like sycophantic to like say something bad about you. But the funny thing is, it's actually pretty good. Like you can actually change the voice of it if you create custom instructions.
Right.
And making it a little sassy is funny, you know.
Well, I think what my problem is, I don't think I've told it enough about me so that it could give me like an actual one. Like some of my friends gave one and it was spot on. And I'm like, you must really tell Chat GPT a lot about yourself. And I don't think I do that enough. So I think that might be something I might do. It's like, here's all my hobbies. Here are things you should know about me, things like that. And see if it'll give me a more punchy read. So
we'll that's see. Pretty good.
But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So just in case we have forgotten that we are still under the administration of this wonderful human being.
He's a first class loser.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yes, he is.
And we're still having to deal with his shenanigans, and we will be getting into that later. As we get into one of Greg's favorite segments, one that he likes to let the whites tell the business, because we get in trouble if we do it. But anyway, let's go ahead and get ready to talk about some black news. So here we go.
This is Black News.
That theme music and Greg is in the audience. Good afternoon, Greg. Hope you are doing well wherever you may be, and hope you enjoy the show. So anyway, as you know, he loves to broadcast this young lady named Amanda. And I think Trump has had so many L's for the week that we want to do it twice. So we're going to start with her Tuesday edition and her Friday edition. So
Okay.
Amanda, take it away.
Welcome to the State of Delusion. It's time to talk about Donald Trump's L's for the week so far. It's only Tuesday. You took your dumb tariffs all the way to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court was like, ew, 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 ew. That's 6 ews. Because 6 of them said no. Then you had an unhinged press conference where I thought you were going to cry while you tried to pretend like this was some kind of victory. And about 5 minutes later, you ended the tariffs. You announced some new ones under some temporary measure. And I'm sure that'll work out for you. Because stuff usually does, right? Your terrible handling of the economy is set to double the deficit. And you're already on Truth Social coping about how you're pretty sure the Supreme Court is going to knock down your birthright citizenship executive order. Are the walls closing in? The Make America Healthy Again moms helped put you in office, and now they're very, very mad. Not only are you not banning food dyes, you're going to let food companies keep the food dyes and pretend like they didn't. Cool! But you're also promoting the use of pesticides in food? You know, these ladies wanted 2 things. It was just these 2 things, this thing and that thing. You've given them no things. In an election year. Dumber than a dummy. After you tried to indict 6 members of Congress for telling members of the military that they did not need to follow illegal orders, and a grand jury said, ew, you've just given up on it because it was stupid. And nobody is scared of you. Who told you this was a good idea? Was it Steven? You know he looks like an egg. Get an advisor who looks like a person. You tried to shut down TSA pre-check as part of the DHS shutdown, and everybody lost their minds because we pay for that. That doesn't come out of government funding. You literally lasted 20 minutes on this. I saw headlines that said TSA pre-check closing. And about 3 seconds later, I saw headlines that said, just kidding. Yet another ICE detention facility will not be being built, this time in New York. And the final verdict on Doge, complete and total failure. How many bills did Congress pass to solidify any of these cuts? 1. How many of these policies did Congress put into their new appropriations? 0. As a matter of fact, they're spending more money than the Biden administration did last year. Will you be doing more rescission packages to try to get around it? No. Because you don't have a big enough majority in Congress. You just appointed a Republican member of Congress from Tennessee to the subcommittee on Doge, and he said, they put me on there to die. One can only hope, am I right? The Utah Supreme Court has rejected the Republicans' attempts to overturn their maps. Sorry, you lose. And not only has your rating among independents hit a new low in advance of the State of the Union, but your strongly approve rating among Republicans has dropped below 50% for the first time. Ever. Your approval among Republicans under the age of 35 is half your approval with older Republicans. It's okay, babe. I got all dolled up to go to the State of the Union and hear you justify your actions. I'm sure I'll be kind.
I love her. And yes, Greg. Greg has reminded us that we started bombing Iran, and we still want to see the Epstein files. Absolutely. So it's a great day to be in America, isn't it?
Yeah. I think we'll see how long it lasts, because that's the real question. It's like, bombing Iran was telegraphed weeks ago, right? Like these ships it took weeks for them to get into place. So, I mean, they knew.
Right.
But, the question is, are we going to be there 6 months, 6 years,
6
or
days.
forever? Yeah.
Right. And this is the guy who said he wasn't going to start any wars.
Right.
This is what he's doing. So, yeah.
I'm hoping it's just 6 months, but who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, she has some more L's for the week. So let's see what she had to say about what happened on Friday. So here we go.
For the Snarkleration of Independence, it's time to talk about Donald Trump's L's for the week. Your snooze fest of the union had 5 million fewer viewers than Biden's last one. Look, I love Joe Biden, but a TV draw the man was not. You suck. Maybe it's because everyone knew you weren't going to have any new policy or agenda announcements. The only thing you really talked about was this 401k match that turns out to be a Biden administration law. Got caught with holding 50 pages of FBI notes that claim that you raped a minor.
Oh.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, I
FedEx
heard
joins
about that.
Costco in suing you for refunds on the tariffs. France is now gray rocking Jared Kushner's daddy, who you made ambassador. He missed a formal summons. Was he Secretary of Education Linda McMahon, who thinks AI is A1 like the steak sauce, missed a deadline to file paperwork about some discharged student loans. So now those discharged student loans are going through. Welcome, student loan forgiveness. Was she too busy with this?
That's funny.
Her husband crashing his Bentley, going 100 miles an hour.
Oh yeah, I heard
drunk,
about that.
out of his mind. I'm noticing a theme. Bezos' paper lost $100 million last year. I thought he was like a genius businessman or something. Is that not what's happening? Remember when he tried to make the Fire Phone a thing? Trump's revenge tour against the Indiana Republicans who refused to redistrict the state is not going well. The first candidate he tapped to primary one of those people has already dropped out. Already. Like 2 weeks. Just... The FCC got 1,600 complaints about the Jimmy Kimmel Charlie Kirk thing. 30 of them were about the things that Jimmy Kimmel said. 1,570 of them were about the FCC. Nobody likes you. I don't know what's going on with this ad, but we're going to ignore that. Another judge, this time a Trump appointee, has found DHS in contempt for violating one of his orders. So now you're going to have to pay that migrant a whole bunch of money. These transcripts are worth reading because the DHS attorneys are so desperately overworked and sad and exhausted. Because you fired everyone.
Yeah.
New Hampshire kills plans for an ICE detention facility. Thune kills plans for the talking filibuster to save the SAVE Act. It's not going to get saved. It's not happening. Over 60% of Americans, including 30% of Republicans, think you're losing it because you're too old. And the majority of Americans think that you have made our world standing worse. Obviously. 6% of Trump voters are already starting to lie about having voted for you. We remember. It's fine. The governor of Oklahoma is gently putting you on blast. Un-American to cancel economic projects for political reasons. Politicization of the DOJ is bad. He chairs the Governors Association, FYI. Democrats are plus 10 on a generic midterm ballot. The biggest gap in the history of this poll. Okay, babe, I'm sure if you let one of your billionaire friends run yet another media company into the ground, everyone will suddenly love you.
Oh
Yeah,
God,
it's not
speaking
looking-
of that, yeah, you heard that Netflix has backed out of that Warner Brother deal, and so
I did not hear
Paramount was
that. Okay.
yeah, and people are not happy about that. It's like, oh God.
Yeah, I mean, someone's going to buy it because Warner Brothers is up for sale. And so if Netflix is out, I guess it's going to be Paramount.
Yeah, it's gonna be Paramount. Yeah.
And
And somehow
that's
that's
not
connected with
great.
CNN. So I guess Warner Brothers owns CNN too.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, Warner
They do?
Brothers.
Okay.
Yeah. So my understanding was that Netflix only wanted the studio of Warner Brothers and was going to spin off the other company, like CNN and their streaming services like HBO. Or
Right.
no, I guess they wanted the streaming services. Obviously, they wanted HBO.
Right.
But yeah, I think they weren't interested in the news services and some of the other businesses attached to it. But
Right.
so like Warner Brothers has been kind of flailing for a while. They've been going through mergers from like AOL to Discovery to like I don't know how many other companies have been merging and buying. I think
Right.
some of the fundamentals of their business are not that strong. And we kind of talked about this with just the movie industry in general has this idea of tentpole movies. So they'll publish or, come out with 100 movies a year or so, but
Yeah.
only maybe 10 or 12 of them prop up all the other ones. Like 10 or 12 of them are profitable. And then like 100 of them are just like below water. And all you can do is hope that they're not so below water that they pull down the others. This is a really bad business model. Just generally speaking, movies are not profitable. So they've been trying to find other ways to do it. One of them is loyalty programs, things like the, like you pay for a subscription to see the movies, and that way you can like even out the cost of it. So like if you don't go see a movie, you still pay to go. And apps which suck up your data on your phone so they can sell it to advertisers, so it can have another stream of revenue. Yeah, because movies are deeply personal about like what you go see, how soon, like when you, like let's say you have an app on your phone, it can see how long it took for you to see the trailer to when you went to go see the movie, and they can know which trailer you saw first because the app was on your phone and they know which one you saw. So that information is invaluable to people who are selling advertising,
Yeah.
And that was a way to prop up some of these companies.
Got it. Okay.
The other thing I think that was in this losses for the week, or I was really disturbed by the blind man who died in Buffalo. Obviously as a visually impaired man. So I guess there was someone who was detained by ICE in Buffalo, New York, who he was a refugee. I forget from where, but he's legally here under a refugee status. But he was swept up by ICE, and he was supposed to be taken home, but he wasn't. He was dropped off at a shopping center, maybe 5 miles from his house. And this is in Buffalo, New York, where it's like 20 below. And he was trying to walk home and, doesn't speak English and died on his way home,
Oh my God.
Yeah. Fucked up, right? Like you just look.
I mean, but that's the point of ICE. There is cruelty is the point of them now. It's not, I mean, they try to make it seem like, oh no, we want to keep America safe and stuff like that. But it's like, but you're doing a really bad job of it. And you're right. It's like dropping somebody who's visually impaired off in the, away from home and expecting them to find their way back home. That's fucked up. So
it's really fucked up. You could just take them home. It was like 5 miles away. Like
right.
You just
especially because he was legally here. I mean, it would be, it would be one thing if and I'm not suggesting that if they were illegal that this would be okay, but if they're legally here and you just just like, well, because you don't look like us and you don't speak our language, we're just gonna just toss you away and good luck, buddy. Like,
right,
yeah.
But I think a lot of the times, the people there are, antagonistic towards minority communities, and so they don't see him as a legal citizen of the United States. They see him as, oh, you got, legal status. Next time, buddy, we're gonna get you. Like, they don't really care.
Exactly. Happy Saturday, Mr. Taylor. Good to see you. And that is a terrible story. That's ICE for you. That's the administration we live under right now. So
but I'm pretty sure there are court cases, like she was saying. I'm looking forward to someone getting fired for that.
Oh yeah,
at least,
definitely,
at the very least.
All right, well, let's keep going. Let's spill some tea. Let's see what our favorite bonnet-wearing homosexual has to say.
Girl, Mexico used U.S. intelligence to kill cartel leader El Mencho. And bitch, the cartel is retaliating like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Girl, they done set ablaze some cars and parking lots all over major cities in fucking Mexico. They done cleared out the fucking airport in Mexico, bitch, like motherfuckers are running out the fucking airport, bitch. Mexico is freaked the fuck out because the cartel is not fucking playing. And girl, the U.S. had a $15 million bounty on El Mencho's head. So girl, who's gonna claim that money? Girl, shit is about to get interesting down south. Girl, stay tuned.
Yeah, that was interesting. I didn't know about the U.S. intelligence, but shit popped off when his death was announced. But you have to kind of realize like how much the cartel has its fingers in everything. They were almost like a second police force, almost. Like you had the police who were technically the ones in charge, but they had bought so many of the police officers and administrators, like it's crazy.
Very much so. Child, you know the gays are shaking in their boots because they love to go party down in Mexico, and they're just like, oh my god, what's going on? Oh, how are we gonna
Yeah,
have a
man.
circuit party during this?
Yeah.
Mr. Taylor says ICE came to Compton and gang members rolled up and shot one of the agents, and they tuck and ran. I'm not a fan of gangs, but I mean,
It's
I'm not
funny.
either, but you know,
It's funny that you mentioned
not
that.
mad at
I'm
them.
As I said, I'm listening to a mystery. I'm not a mystery, a western right now, and talking about like the history of gangs, especially in the West or whatever. They were basically you know, a police force at the time. Like we see it now when you see here like the protection racket of gangs and like mafia and stuff like that. We kind of see it as a as a racket, but the reality is if you didn't have a reliable police force, the gangs were the actual protection, not just from other gangs, but from just like people were they recognize their authority. Other lower level hoods recognize their authority, and I think ICE is kind of like the president's gang, right? Like it's kind of they are operating like a fucking street gang. So
Yeah,
I can see
actually
it.
are.
I can see the
Yeah,
two.
I can too.
Yeah.
Let's continue on with this Mexico story because there's another one. Because this was actually kind of funny because again, I noticed a lot of people. I just find it interesting that the thing is like oh, Mexico is so dangerous. The people that come there are so dangerous, stuff like that. But yet we Americans love going down to Mexico and
Oh
partying and
yeah.
stuff like that. So yeah, some U.S. citizens are kind of stuck, and some
Oh.
of them are Republicans. So
Oh.
we have a message for those Republicans. So here we go.
Rich white Republicans stuck in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico right now. They can't leave their hotels because the cartel might stop them. Oh no, you might be profiled because of the way you look? Maybe you should call your president. Yeah, call your president, call the White House and be like, oh my god, my vacation was ruined because of these bad hombres. Well, at least when you get stopped, you just get pulled out of your car and your car gets lit on fire, okay? At least when you get stopped, you don't get taken to a literal concentration camp and get your baby ripped out of you. Right now, you're stuck with continental breakfast every day at your hotel. I know that's like similar to a labor camp. Yeah, maybe call JD Vance. Call Kash Patel. Yeah, he might be back from Italy now, so maybe the FBI will help you out. I'm sure your president's really worried about you. He really loves his voters.
Absolutely.
I love that sarcasm. So maybe you should call JD. Oh.
Yeah, call Cash. Speaking of Cash, this whole thing with the Olympics and stuff.
I hadn't heard about it.
Yeah, so when the U.S. hockey team won, they beat Canada, and Cash Patel was in their locker room celebrating and stuff with them.
Okay.
And of course, people are wondering like, well, what are you doing there? You there on taxpayer dollars partying
Yeah, you're
with
the FBI director,
the U.S. hockey
right.
team, and this whole debacle about them being invited to the White House.
Okay.
And he invited the men's team, didn't invite the women's team, who also were gold medal winners, and served them McDonald's and bottled water. Meanwhile, the women's team, they got invited to go to Vegas by Flavor Flav, and they got to eat, nice Italian dinners with Stanley Tucci. So it's
That's
just
hilarious.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think
for one, I think the men's team hasn't won since 1980. So it's like 46 years since they won.
Right.
But and the women's team has been winning a lot more than that. So I mean, that's one thing. Like they're not new winners. I guess there's that level. The second part was my understanding was the women's team didn't want shit to do with the president.
Oh, they didn't. They didn't want to go, and some of the men's team didn't go either. Some of the men's
That's true.
hockey
That's
players did decline. They were just like, "No, I'm good." So
right. So like,
yeah,
even if they had invited the women's team, it's no guarantee they would have come anyway.
Oh, they wouldn't have come. They definitely wouldn't have come. And like I said, the men's team, not all of them came either, but the ones that did, they're kind of embarrassed now, and rightfully so.
Yeah, they were props. Yeah.
Mr. Taylor says, I heard gay Republicans are angry because they can't get any dick.
This is a real thing. It's not just gay Republicans too, because I've seen a few ads and a few podcast episodes where women on their profiles will just be like, no MAGA, like that's just like they say no fats, no fins.
Right.
Be like no MAGA. And what they will do is say that they're apolitical. I'm not into politics. I don't do politics, whatever. And a lot of these women are catching on. It's like apolitical is also off. No MAGA, no apolitical, basically, because we know apolitical just means I don't want to tell you I'm MAGA so I can get laid, please.
Exactly. So good on them. Maybe they can form their own app and find them that way. Good luck with that.
They kind of did. It just didn't have any women on it. It was called The Right Stuff. Yeah. Remember that guy who was like on he did these videos from Chick-fil-A or whatever. He was in the first Trump administration. He started a MAGA dating app called The Right Stuff, and turns out no women. Just a lot of sausage parties.
Well, I'm sure the Lincoln Republicans loved that. Weirdos.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's keep going on. As you know, the Clintons were in DC to give a deposition, and that went all kinds of wrong ways. Let's hear it from our good friend Miss Dominique.
Now, these people wanted to sit down with these Clintons so goddamn me bad. This is from Kevin. Kevin be on it, bitch. My God. You want to sit down with these people so damn bad. And this is the problem we have now. We have people appointed to make sure that we have our needs taken care of in this country who want to be social media influencers and rabble-rousers on motherfucking X and True Social more than doing their fucking job. This is also why you cannot take a girl who drinks Michelob Light as a motherfucking luxury drink from the Midwest and put her in a position of power. Education isn't everything, but education is something.
As a luxury drink.
She's slow as alligator syrup in the middle of goddamn January in the depths of Omaha, Nebraska. You hear me, bitch? Now, the other thing about this that's funny to me is, girl, when it was your teen son, you wanted privacy. When it was you in the motherfucking Beetlejuice motherfucking theater giving hand jobs to people that weren't your husband. Mm-hmm. But you think it's cute to take pictures. First of all, why would you keep your name in it if you know you're not supposed to have cameras in there and it's supposed to be a closed hearing? Why would you keep your name in it to where even if you leaked it, someone may not know, but you wanted them to know, and then you give it to Benny Johnson's dumb ass who didn't redact it, that didn't have the sense to wait until after the hearing to where y'all could at least get the information. You were getting the sit down you all have been screaming that you wanted. And you derailed it because you're a dummy, bitch. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Boots. Wild. Insane. And Benny, and y'all are leaking it to civilians.
Yep.
But you just fired 10 FBI agents who were doing their job investigating the document case of Trump 4 or 5 years ago. Y'all just fired these people because they can't be trusted. Mm-hmm. When you had your hand on the Bible, that was an oath, niece. Do you know what an oath is? I'm from the Midwest. I promise y'all, all of us Midwesterners are not like this. We're not. And even, and I know so many lovely white women from the Midwest. Lauren Boebert just slow as fuck.
So she does not represent us. Like,
Not at all. But they keep putting her ass in office. It's like, oh my god, it just doesn't make any sense. And yeah, and so when she was going somewhere and she got stopped by reporters and stuff like that, and she mentioned having something called like bleach bit or something like that on her phone, and people were like, bitch, that's something that's supposed to like scrub your phone clean so that like if you like if you have to like turn evidence or something like that like they can't find anything on there. It's like, and you just admitted that you have that on your phone.
Yeah, basically saying that you are sus. That's sus behavior.
Very sus behavior.
Yeah.
So it's like you said, it's like, I'm sorry, like she said, like, you took the picture and your name is right there. So we know who leaked the picture. It's just like, y'all didn't, I don't know. But
I think what's interesting is when you look at the fact that Trump is a reality show host, he has businesses beyond that, but like the reason that he's famous is for The Apprentice, right?
Yes.
He is a reality show president, and all of the people in his administration, especially the second one, are reality show personalities. This is reality show personality behavior, right? Like this is when, Portia and Nene and Kenya are in the fucking White House. If you imagine the way they would behave, this is how they would behave, right?
This is how they would behave. You're absolutely right.
So, like, it's playing out the way it should expect it to play out. Like, just messy, very unintelligent, just very, attention starved, not really caring about the consequences.
Exactly.
So yeah. That was a good read though. That was a really good read.
Very good. Mr. Taylor says rabble rousers. I love that word.
Yes. Rabble rousers.
Right. And Calvin is here. Good afternoon, friends and family. Good afternoon, Calvin.
Hey.
Glad to see you here. All right. Do you remember when the Trumps were on that escalator and it suddenly stopped? And
I didn't see it, but I heard the memes. I saw the memes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've got an update on that. Apparently, Trump says he's going to sue whoever did that to him. So let's see what they got to say.
The White House now says they're going to be pressing charges for this escalator debacle. But what I'm about to show you is far worse. These raccoon stripes are possibly the worst highlights in history. We did this to ourselves in 7th grade after coming back from the mall, and it looked better. Exhibit B with this sourpuss face. I'd be pissed off too if my roots were deeper on this side than this side. A gay man did this with intention. He deserves the Nobel Peace Prize. Checkmate, Melania. Don't piss off the homosexuals.
Oh my god, I love just totally just hijack that. That's hilarious. These raccoon stripes. The worst highlights ever.
Face. not the face of a
Oh, you know what's so funny? Is I was thinking about that Melania movie. That Melania movie was just a pageant of extortion for Amazon to pay the president's wife millions of dollars. And the irony is, like, also the amount of money they said they spent on marketing was probably just money stolen.
Exactly.
Like
they spent money all over the world and nobody showed up to watch this movie.
Yeah, that's the thing. No one's supposed to show up. It's like money laundering.
They literally could care less. Like, I'm sure she doesn't care who showed up to her movie. It's like, hey, I got my money. I'm good. Like,
basically, it was just a way for this company to legally pay them millions of dollars and to do it in a public fawning kind of way. Like, I made this film for you to make you look good. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like,
here's my loyalty. Here's my loyalty to you.
Yeah, exactly. And I hate that fucking, the president of, or the CEO of Apple, what's his name? Tim Cook.
Yeah.
Tim Cook is just, fawning all over Trump as well.
Oh yeah.
Like, that shit bothers me. I was just thinking about it because, like, you don't have to go to the premiere of Melania. You really don't. You can do other things. So
just say you bought a ticket and don't show up. They don't
Yeah.
care if you actually showed up or not. So yeah. Let's go back to the Olympics for a minute. So like I said, JD Vance was at the Olympics, Cass Patel was at the Olympics. But we don't know why Trump wasn't at the Olympics. Or maybe we do. Here's what somebody's theory is.
Reason why Donald Trump didn't go watch the Olympics in person? This is reality. This is not made up. Because Italy would not approve his diplomatic visa because he's been convicted of 34 felonies in the United States.
That's pretty interesting, yeah.
I mean, there was talk about, things that he might not be able to do, even though he is president of the United States because of these felonies. And
yeah, it's possible, sure. Yeah.
So I guess that was another reason why he invited the Olympic team to the White House. Like, well, and I'm sure they probably gave him like a fake gold medal so he could say, "Look, I'm a gold medalist now." It's like, oh my God, this guy is like,
and a gold medal. Yay.
Right. Yikes. So Ms. Taylor said, "Oh no. Oh yes." Indeed. This next one, I believe this is about something that Anthony Scaramucci has said about Trump. He used to be like really tight with Trump until I guess he wasn't tight with Trump, and now he's got. I love it when they're with Trump, they have nothing but good things to say about him, but as soon as they're on the outs, it's like, oh, let me tell you about Trump. He's nothing but a crook and a fraud and all this other kind of stuff. And it's like,
it's kind of like the way people who hit you up on dating apps.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I want you so bad. I want this. And then you say no, and they're like, fuck you, fat bitch.
Exactly. That is so accurate.
The lettuce cake.
All right, so let's see what old Anthony Scaramucci has to say about. I believe this is saying that Trump will be more than happy to see the Republican Party fall if he can't lead it. So let's see.
What if I told you that Donald Trump would rather watch the Republican Party burn to the ground than see it succeed without him? And he might not even be alive to watch it burn. Stick with me here. Remember Anthony Scaramucci, the guy that Trump hired and fired in 11 days, who worked inside the operation? He has a theory that explains everything we're seeing right now. Scaramucci says that Donald Trump doesn't actually like JD Vance. Honestly, he doesn't really like anyone. And the part that should scare every Republican strategist in Washington is that Trump would rather see the Democrats annihilate MAGA in 2028 than watch anyone else take credit for his movement. Trump will be 80 in June of this year. Although speculative, he's struggling with dementia, falling asleep in public, slurring his words, and making bizarre slip-ups. But think about what that means for everyone hanging on to his coattails. The theory is that Trump is so pathologically narcissistic, so deeply insecure behind all that bluster, that his ego cannot tolerate the idea of the party moving on without him. Even if he's not here to see it, he needs to be the star. He needs to be the reason. His ideal scenario, if he's still breathing, is to step back and let someone like Gavin Newsom wipe the floor with whoever is his successor, and then spend whatever time he has left being like, see, they were nothing before me and they will be nothing after me. It explains why he's dropped longtime allies like Marjorie Taylor Greene without a second thought. It explains why he won't fully embrace Vance. It explains why he was a Democrat, then a Libertarian, and now a Republican, because there is no ideology. It's just whatever fits his brand in the moment. Listen to this quote from Scaramucci. Anybody who thinks the party likes him doesn't understand the party. If you're inside Trump's inner orbit, you hate the guy's guts. He knows that. You know that. But there's a dance because you're afraid of him. The White House is currently scrambling to rein in Trump's pardons. Chief of Staff Susie Wiles is literally blocking access to him because the process has devolved into chaos. A close insider has said, there is no process. There is no right way to do this. It's just chaos. Trump has issued around 1,700 pardons since the beginning of his second term. January 6 rioters, crypto moguls with close ties to his family, people he doesn't even remember pardoning, like that Binance founder founder that he admitted who he has no idea who he is. Question that should keep his entire cabinet up at night. What happens when he's no longer coherent enough to sign pardons, or when he's gone entirely? Those people are counting on his loyalty. They're banking their entire futures, their freedom, on a man who can't remember what he had for breakfast and has spent his entire life discarding people the moment they are no longer useful to him. He has done that his whole life. Business partners, lawyers, wives, and staff. Why would this cabinet be any different? The man who built his brand on "you're fired" is not going to suddenly become a loyal friend on his way out, especially when he might not even be with it enough to hold the pen. He would rather watch it all burn than share the spotlight. The media is not going to tell you that the emperor has no clothes, and everyone around him is about to find out the hard way that there are no guarantees. Only a man with a failing brain and an ego that demands the whole stage burns behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I agree with that assessment. I guess my only caveat or pushback would be that, the people who make up MAGA may not be able to be swayed by Trump anyway. So let's say, for whatever reason, MAGA people get behind a Vance. I'm not saying that it will be Vance, but
you're right.
Unlike him, because Vance does do all the right things, to be a successor to Trump, other than the fact that he's just deeply unlikable. I mean, that it would be nice if he were likable on top of that, because yes, he's funny and likable. Vance is just like, I want to be human like you. He does all the right things, and if he is able to tap into whatever Trump is tapped into, I don't think Trump could stop it. Unfortunately, it's kind of like sometimes the monster gets out of control, even of its creator, and so the monster is the people, not Trump. I always felt like that anyway. Trump is just the one who brought them to life. He's not really the one in control anyway. He is often reined in by the proclivities of his base.
Yeah.
They tell him what to do, not the other way around.
Yeah. Right.
And
he's
so
kind of their mouthpiece, right?
He is. And he's brought them to life. And so, once Trump is gone, he is not going to help the Republican Party. I think they already have made peace with that for sure. He's going to be a hindrance, in fact. And so I think they already have a plan for that. I think they already are going to shunt him out of the spotlight, turn off his accounts when he starts losing his mind for real. You're not going to hear from him for a long time before he dies. I think that's a good point. Like, he will just go away. And,
Exactly. Mr. Taylor says, speaking about Kenkel's first term, where's Miss Paris Denard?
I don't remember
Who's
her.
that? Who's Paris Denard?
I do remember Scaramucci because some people said this should be a new unit of measurement. It's like he lasted 5 Scaramucci's.
Mr. Tucker says, I can't wait till that felon leaves. Yeah. One way or another, I'll be glad when we can move on as a country without him. Okay, well, as you all know, we have a bevy of entertainment for you, and we appreciate you tuning in to the various shows that we have. But in case you missed something, we want to give you a chance to maybe catch up on some of the things that were going on this week. And so I humbly give you the weekly rewind, brought to you by me, because I put it together. So sit back, get your drink, get your snack, whatever, and let's see what happened this week on M3.
That shirt so I can make a point. This Black History Month, we're learning a lot about some people. One of them being Rob from Comics Explained on YouTube. He's outed himself as somebody who does not understand Black comics. He doesn't read Milestone comics. I'm pretty sure he doesn't know that Impound Comics is a thing or Concrete Comics is a thing. Ace Blade. He doesn't know any of the people who are independent because he focuses squarely on Marvel, DC, Image. That's his right to focus on whatever he wants to focus on for his channel. What gave me the ick, was the fact that he said that he could not identify with any of the stories within Milestone Comics, in the same breath of saying that he doesn't know anything about the characters within Milestone Comics.
I would not purport to be an expert on Milestone Comics. There are some stories that just don't resonate with me, and Milestone's one of them. It just didn't resonate with me on a personal level.
Is that there are a lot of Black folks out here that didn't grow up around other Black people who like being Black, or they didn't grow up around any Black people at all. I'm not saying that Black people are a monolith, but we all have like a shared type of experience. We have something about us that transcends location or whatever, that we can all be on the same mindset about something. Like if I said something happening for Black History Month would make us feel great, most of y'all would get what I'm talking about. A lot of people wouldn't, but that's the whole point of who we are and growing up around people who like being Black. It's one thing to admit that you don't identify with Black culture and you being possibly mixed or not growing up around other Black people, but it's another thing entirely when you come off as if Black culture is something that is beneath you. When you say that Milestone Comics is the FUBU, in a dismissive way.
Milestone Comics is effectively FUBU within comic books, right? It is Black superheroes created by Black faces.
My guy, you lost me. I've been following for years, I've been watching your videos for years, but when you talk about not just Black history in that kind of tone, you're talking about history in general as far as comics, you're talking about my history. Because my mom, in 1993, came home from Kmart with a 4-pack of Milestone Comics when they first debuted, and I got them. I still have all of my Blood Syndicates. I still have some of my first Static. Like all of this stuff here is what kind of like shaped me as an individual, not just a Black man, but as an individual. And for you to say that you don't know anything about Black comics or Milestone in general, but yet you don't take the time to want to learn more about it, that's a problem. And I understand that there are folks out there that are in the same boat as you, but there are people out there who want to learn. There are people who want to understand. And the fact that you are out here on your massive ass platform being dismissive, deflecting, just talking about whatever, it's disappointing. It's disappointing, not just as a Black man, it's disappointing as a man in general, because there's one thing about we all have to do, which is learn to take accountability. Listen to the people who are talking to you about how you can better yourself, and then try to incorporate those lessons so that you can be a better person and not just be entrenched with who you think you should be, as opposed to how you affect other people. And that's shitty, my guy. So I'm not gonna just sit here and just have this be a negative video without giving you some options to replace Rob, because we need it. But you got Blurred Without Fear, JP and Numbra, Aurora Comics Podcast, Black Gay Comic Geek, Room Full of Blurs, Tafari TV, King and Queen Line, 3 Black Geeks, Bird's Eye View. There's so many people that you could be following to replace Rob's perspective on comics that we don't need to support somebody who inherently does not want to support us.
A few TikTokers I do. I'm second Black Comic Geek. Not to mention I was trying to slide into his DMs, but anyway.
No.
We're on number 8.
Number 8. Okay, here we go. Number 8.
Hey, I don't know who needs to hear this today, but nothing that's natural needs to be enforced with violence. Like, does nobody find it suspicious that so many things deemed natural are upheld through shame, violence, fear, and coercion? Like, let's think about it this way. If men are naturally the dominant species over women, right? Why does it take threats, law, and social punishment to maintain that order? If gender roles are natural, then why do people have to be bullied, corrected, or assaulted for stepping outside of them? If heterosexuality is natural, then why are queer people beaten and legislated against, disowned and erased? Nature doesn't need enforcement. Gravity doesn't need cops. When something is truly natural, it exists by and sustains itself. If patriarchy were truly the natural order of things, we wouldn't need rape culture. We wouldn't need marriage as ownership. All oppressive hierarchies call themselves natural, and they present themselves to be inevitable. Every empire says resistance is disorder. Nature never has to threaten people into compliance. And we need to critique any system or anyone that says domination is biology, tradition, or God. The questions we should be asking are, if these things are so natural, why does it take so much effort and so much violence to get people to submit and comply? Because there's something revealing underneath that rhetoric, which is the evidence that these systems and beliefs are fragile. What they're saying through every attempt at domination is that I need fear, violence, and shame to hold my power because my power is stolen.
Oh, she ate with that. She ate with that. Yes. Yes, queen. I agree. You don't need to enforce nature. Nature just happens. So, yes.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that. I need
Right.
that video. Okay, we're still in Black History Month, so now we're gonna see, are the whites okay?
No.
This one is really kind of twisted. Have you ever gone anywhere and found out that you didn't pack enough underwear?
Oh God, I guess so.
Well, if you haven't, this white woman has a tip for you.
Hey, Malcolm, before we go,
I wouldn't suggest you do it, but here's her tip.
Hey, Malcolm,
I'm about to show you guys one of the coolest tricks ever. Say you're traveling and you didn't pack enough underwear, and you're just like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna wear tomorrow? Every room has like a coffee pot thing in it. Every room, even the other coffee makers where it like brews through. All you have to do, put your underwear
you better not.
where you would put the coffee grounds. You close it, you press brew, and it puts scorching hot water through it. You guys, then the hair dryer in the bathroom, you blow dry those bad boys, and you got yourself a clean pair of underwear to wear.
No,
I did not realize how many people
no.
this.
I have never used the curtain on.
Years ago from
Oh my God, gross.
and it's brilliant.
Oh my God.
It is not brilliant, madam. That is disgusting.
That is fucking nasty.
I sent that to my friend group, and they were just like, and this is why I never use a coffee maker in a hotel room for this very reason, because what the fuck?
The shit people come up with, like,
I'm like, was not going down to like the local like CVS or something not an option?
right.
They go to Walmart
and
got drawers.
Was not washing them in the sink and drying them that way? Was that not an option? You literally
got
put
drawers
it
on DoorDash. You ain't got to go nowhere. You can go to
Yeah, their hot water comes out the sink. Man,
Thank you.
They even have soap. Of wonder.
Wonder.
We're gonna find out.
Wonder.
We're gonna find out if it's gonna be healing or how, funny or sad.
Number
It could be
one,
whatever.
straight out the
You never know.
block.
Right. Let's see if I can scroll down to number one. Here we go.
As a fully grown adult male, why are you getting your hands and feet done?
Oh Lord.
Because I'm a
Why, you trying to fuck or something?
Oh.
Because for the life of me, I don't understand why a grown-ass man is asking other grown men why they get their nails and their feet done. You trying to get your dookie blaster blown open? Or get something stuck in your throat?
Dookie blaster.
I don't understand why men who don't partake in something ask questions about shit that they're not going to do. Unless you're trying to do it and you yourself is too much of a baby back bitch to just stand up on morals and principles, being secure in your sexuality and manhood just to do the shit. Stop wasting my time, homie. Stop. I let my daughter paint my nails. If she wants to, she'll do it. She want to put makeup on a nigga? Go for it. We get our feet done, daddy. Go get your nails painted, okay? Does this equate to devaluing one's skill set or something? Like a motherfucker can't sever a cephalix and knock on the mother's door and present it as some type of offering? Look, man, it's 2026. Stop asking this shit out loud, man. Keep that shit to yourself. Because y'all gonna fuck around and play with the right one and they gonna fuck you up. And nobody ain't gonna wanna hang out with you no more because you got your ass ruled by the nigga who get his nails and shit done. And then you gonna wanna get onto some chitty chitty bang bang shit and motherfuckers gonna remember your ass in the past tense by a motherfucker who gets his toes and nails painted. Stop pressing up on niggas, man. Nigga get nails, toes, eyelashes, all that shit don't mean he won't cut your lights off. Stop fucking with people. You're rocking a 1986 Casio watch, my guy. And you have the can opener tooth.
Wow.
You got way more pressing shit to worry about.
Right.
Damn.
They call
Wow.
it a dookie blaster. I mean,
I'm
that's
I'm
funny.
stuck on that. I'm stuck on Dookie Blaster. I am. I'm
Want
stuck
you
on Dookie
to
Blaster.
bang out
I
their
am
dookie blaster.
going to steal that one so bad. Dookie Blaster.
Two. Okay, so actually, this is just a. We actually did the other video, so I'll skip over that one. We have an advice letter. Okay, he's letting us know he had a little scent going.
Oh,
You.
My neck was hurting. My neck.
Your neck is hurting. Okay.
Them shoulders. All right, Mr. I'm gonna put Mr. Calvin go put it.
So this one is in the air. This guy basically wrote.
Is it about Gooch?
Indirectly.
Okay.
He says, I've never been in a serious relationship with another black man, and sometimes I wonder, why does it feel so hard for us to date each other?
Oh my God. Not this.
About 99% of my online conversations never lead to a real life meeting, and the rare ones that do almost always end with just sex.
Not this. Not
yes. This is it's back on the scene this week. I got
flag
questions.
on the motherfucking play. Flag on
what's the flag? What's the flag?
On the play. I am so tired. Let me get in my black preacher case like Robert Williams. All my life I had to. I am so tired of people pinning things on black men. Like, dude, stop saying I don't get nowhere with black men. I can't open the door with black men. Black men too greasy. Black men don't vote. Black men ain't got no money. What?
You didn't went to greasy and voting.
Yeah.
So
we get blamed for everything. Trump in office, a black man did it. No, 90-something% of black men voted for the black lady.
Okay, but that's not. This isn't.
No, hold on. I'm saying is even in the dating world. I'm sorry, I went to the round.
Yeah,
because I'm so tired of black men. We get blamed for everything. So now he is like, "Yo, I can't get a conversation," and it take two people to get. I read the letter. Go ahead. I pulled it.
So the funny thing is, I think on Friday I'm in the background. I was talking to Greg. I was like, "Let him finish reading it. Come on now." Let him actually read the letter. I know it's infuriating, but you know what? It's funny, like because I had a comeback for him, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna make this worse. But if you remember on Wednesday night, I had a video from Instagram of a guy equating love to drugs and it being an addiction. And I remember Greg saying, I don't think black men love like that. And yet when someone writes a letter in saying that black men don't love like white men, you're like, God damn it, you can't talk about a black man. Like, you on some level acknowledge that black men and white men don't love the same. Like,
right.
You might not want to compare it to white people the way the letter writer did, but like maybe that person just likes the cultural way in which white people, codify relationships, whatever that might be, or maybe they just really like white dudes, and whatever that might be, not just physical, but like the cultural aspects of it. Because for me, that doesn't ever come up because I prefer black men. I recognize that. Like even, although there are plenty of attractive white men out there, I would prefer being in a relationship with someone who's black. But and I accept whatever cultural things that come along with that because I have good boundaries, and I just say no if someone is not meeting the standards which I have. And you can't change the world. I think that's the thing about these letters.
Yeah.
And about even other black men, they want to change our culture. Sometimes even black people want us to do better, as they say. And this is not how it works. We're shaped by our environment and our culture. It's like looking at a pot, that was molded from clay and telling itself to shape up. Like that pot was shaped by its environment and by the person who created it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously we have more agency than an inanimate object, but like we are also shaped by our environment. And so, yeah, it's a lot bigger than
Yeah.
shape
I mean,
yourself
it's
up.
a topic that we keep bringing up on here, and
Yeah.
I mean, my thing is just like, hey, love who you want to love. Who you decide to love don't really have no impact on me. If somebody treats you well and they happen to be, as as John likes to call them, a clear Cajun, go for it. I mean, do you, boo?
Yeah.
Let's look at some of the comments that we got. Mr. Taylor said that Paris Denard is that annoying black Republican that would kiss Trump's ass on all the political shows. Oh, well.
Okay. Yeah, I don't
Who
watch
knows what
them.
happened to him then, because I don't even know who that was.
Right.
Mr. Taylor says, I read Milestone comics in the 90s. They were so good. Fubu was iconic back then too. Rob doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah, and I felt like that guy gave him a proper read. Like,
Yeah, that did sound right.
if
I don't
you
know the
don't know
comics myself, but
something, then that's one thing. But to act like, that somehow it's beneath you because it's written by black artists, that's not cool, man.
right. Yeah. You deserve to get read.
Yeah. Ms. Taylor says, if I didn't pack enough underwear, I'd just go commando. Yes, that is a better option than running your underwear through a coffee maker that other people might drink from. So, yes, please do
I mean,
that.
there's also just the washing it out in the sink. Like,
I don't
hang
know
it
why that
up.
wasn't an option. Like, is your underwear that disgusting that you had to put scorching hot water through it? Like, you can just turn the hot
And
water onto the sink, and
And not
like
only
you
that,
said,
like
they've
if you
got soap
wanted
in
to
there.
use scotching hot water, you could just fill up the pot with scorching hot water
and pour it into the sink.
and pour it
Yes,
into the sink.
you could do that. You absolutely right. Oh God. Miss Calvin says, yes, I'll admit it. I was lusting after Greg yesterday. I mean, he did seem like, like, like the certain angles and stuff.
That was funny.
We might have to send Greg on the road more often. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to what Greg calls some black shit. Let's see. I'm not sure what this first video is, but something about only black folks. So let's see what it is.
Only black people can tell you, you better do something that you're already currently doing as a compliment to what you're doing. Only black people can tell you, listen, and not have anything to say. Only black people can ask, who made this? And puts the entire room on pins and needles because they don't know if it's going to be a compliment or a criticism after the question. Only black people can figure out what your dad's name is because he gave you his name and he added an A to the end because you're a girl. Only black people can give you unsolicited advice, and when you don't accept it, tell you, well, I ain't telling you nothing else. Only black people can show up to a function late and still get mad that it's not starting on time. And I love every second of it.
I do
That's
too.
funny.
I do.
I love how he ended that. Yeah, I like that.
It's so true. It's kind of like what Devon and then we're talking about how, like, we're not a monolith, but there's just something about the black
Yeah.
experience that, like, we all kind of operate on the same level, that, like, we get it and just everybody else is kind of looking out like, I don't get that. What are y'all talking? Don't worry about it. So,
What's so funny is, like, I think about my cousins who are all, and this is the thing, it's not even about class either, because like all of my cousins are like got master's degrees and educated, you know what I mean? but they are kind of country and they are definitely black. and they are the ones who are like at the cookout, and they're the ones who are, you know, I don't know, just lit whenever we have a party or whatever. And it is something like, even if it's a little ratchet, you just love it. You just love it. I mean, I do. I love those people. I love my fam. Yeah, you know, I love my fam. So it's like, I get it. Even when it's ratchet, I love it.
I do too. I do too. And only we get that. So, you know what?
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear from let's see what Auntie Bev has got to say.
Hey, Auntie Bev here. We all know about the Emancipation Proclamation that was signed in 1862 by Abraham Lincoln. But now let me tell you the rest of the story. In 1862, after signing the Emancipation Proclamation, Abraham Lincoln also signed another contract. Historians say Abraham Lincoln made a deal with a man named Bernard Koch, who was identified as a Florida cotton planter and entrepreneur. That deal included paying Koch $5,000 to deport 5,000 newly freed African Americans to a tiny island off the coast of Haiti. The plan was to use the newly freed African Americans as cheap labor for a cotton plantation. However, the deal fell through because Koch reportedly wasn't able to provide the necessities for the immigrants. Historians say Abraham Lincoln made that deal because he believed integration was impossible and African Americans would be better off in their own separate colony. Now you know the rest of the story. Auntie Bev speaks during Black History Month.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the book that I put in the book club, the Master Slave Husband Wife, really does talk about the abolitionist movement, because the Crafts, the husband and wife couple who escaped slavery by disguising themselves as a master and slave, they got onto the lecture circuit with other abolitionists. And one of the things that I really got from the book was that abolitionists can be racist. You know, like that. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
You can want to end slavery and still see black people as inferior. You can want to end slavery for practical reasons, for ethical reasons. I'm just like, even if I think black people are inferior to white people, I still don't. You could still be like, I don't believe they should be enslaved, which is actually a fairly reasonable stance to have, right? It's just like, one person might be like, you know, even if black people are better off as slaves, it hurts white people. That was one stance that people have, just like, because you're lowering the cost of labor to the point where poor white people can't get jobs, because it just, all this free labor just makes, you know, it's kind of like the argument that a lot of people make about immigrants in our country now, which is like not incorrect, but also like, you know, superfluous, I guess is the word, because like people, it's a market for it, and so you go after the market, not the supply of the market, right? You make it much more penalizing companies for hiring people at low wages rather than, you know, deporting the wage workers, you know?
Right. That part.
So anyhow, but yes, Abraham Lincoln did not believe in racial equality, and the proclamation was more of a strategy in the Civil War to try to get more black people to join the Union Army, and it worked. It did. As Union soldiers went through the South, black people joined the Union Army in droves because they believed they were fighting for their freedom. So, yeah.
There you go. Let's see. Calvin says, going back to the woman in the coffee maker, said, and there's also the option of using the actual wash machine on the premises, but that's why the hotel is suing her nasty ass. Yeah, I think it was you who told us that like,
Yeah, I didn't know you
like
could do
some
that, but
people
it
found
seems
out like the hotel that she was staying at when she recorded that video, and they all demanded like refunds or something like that, and so now the hotel is like coming after her for posting that video. So yes,
yeah.
rightly so. Don't give people dumb.
But no, that's the thing I didn't even think about though. Is if you are in a pinch, maybe the maid service will do some of your laundry. You know,
I mean,
it's worth asking.
I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, better that than her option. Like,
right.
I'm still disgusted that she even suggested that. Like, yikes.
Yeah, some people just are not worried about germs. Apparently,
They are not. Clearly not. Here's some things we didn't know. Some of your favorite, I guess, artists are Black and Asian. So, in honor of Black History Month and I guess impending AAPI History Month, let's talk about Black and Asian vote.
Did you know that all of these people are both Black and Asian? A. Marie is Black and Korean, Anderson Paak is Black and Korean, Kamorlee Simmons is Black, Japanese, and Korean, Lena Bloom is Black and Filipina, Saweetie is Black, Filipina, and Chinese, Tyson Beckford is Jamaican and Chinese, Her is Black and Filipina, Naomi Osaka is Haitian and Japanese, Carrie Gutran is Black and Vietnamese, Shensia is Jamaican and Korean, Tiger Woods is Black, Chinese, and Thai, Cassie is Black, West Indian, Mexican, and Filipina, Naomi Campbell is Jamaican and Chinese, and Tyga is Jamaican and Vietnamese.
Yeah,
I did know
interesting.
About
There's but yeah, there are a lot of Asian people in Jamaica. This is really interesting. Having dated a Jamaican man for a very short time, but also having read a few things about the island, like there's a lot of influence in Asian culture in Jamaica. It's kind of interesting. Like, it almost has blended part of their cuisine into Jamaican food. Yeah. Like there's a lot of Asian influence in their culture. Yeah. I don't know what that's from because I'm not too familiar with the history of Jamaica, but yeah.
Yeah, me neither. So, but yeah. Let's see. Also in Black shit, Greg wants you to know that the sad reality in America is that Black people are hated more than pedophiles. Gee, I wonder who he's talking about. We have no idea who that is referring to.
Yeah, there was that story. I don't know. Did you hear about the story of Trump's first? I think it's the first credible allegation of Trump being a pedophile, like that came out. A 13-year-old that he has raped.
I think I heard like maybe the missing 50 pages has to deal with that, and that's why they're missing.
Yeah, the FBI report about a rape of a 13-year-old girl, and apparently it's there. I mean, I haven't gotten into the details about it, but it is. People have been talking about the potentiality of it, but I think this is a concrete thing. It is coming to light. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the FBI apparently already investigated, but it seems that the only downside to any of this is that the Trump's DOJ is obviously not going to open any investigation into Trump, right?
Of course not. Yeah.
And so, yeah, we'll see. But that's so true.
Yeah. All right. I think we kind of talked a little bit about some misunderstood lyrics before. I don't remember what it was in what context we were talking about, but now I don't know if this is the actual lyric or not. The caption actually says this is not the actual lyric, but I'm gonna play it anyway.
Shout out now,
it says bust a nut on a cloud and shout out loud.
Shout out now,
bust a nut on a cloud.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really the lyric or not. Like I said, the caption says like that's not the actual lyric, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not. But
bust a nut on a cloud. Ooh, buddy. Okay. Well,
it's funny. There's a thing where we don't hear, or I would say it is a skill that some people don't fully have developed to hear the words that are being sung in a song. And then there are other songs that are just really mumbled,
yes,
that are very ambiguous. But yeah.
And you just have no idea what to say. Like I said, for years, I have been thinking Portuguese in Love was Born to Kiss and Love. And I swore by that. And I'm like, oh my God, I've been saying it wrong all this time.
That kind of makes sense just because the word Portuguese does not come up that often.
Right, exactly. So I'm just like, I don't know, but that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's not a bad one.
Right. Okay, it's time for Greg's comedy reels. Somebody, what was it? Mr. Tucker said, "I can't wait till that felon leaves." Well, I said it was one way or another. Well, here's one way. Lady Gaga said, "Yeah, waiting on that big, beautiful obituary." So yeah, that's one way we can wait for it to happen. So.
Right.
All right, we're just gonna run through the comedy. So sit back and enjoy.
If he don't come on and eat us, right, he need to hurry up. I'm turning African American, girl. You turning African American? Yeah, you don't see all this melanin growing on me? Yeah, I see it. If he let one more day go by, I'm gonna start having to raise my fist up, bitch. One more day go by, you can start saying the N-word. Child, I'm halfway there. I'm about to just start saying nig. Next week, I'm gonna add the guh.
Oh, no.
Oh, there you go, y'all. Oh, child. He acting like he don't want this potassium. Right. You better come get you some of this potassium. Child, he over there eating the apple. Well, y'all know what they believe in. They say an apple a day keep the doctor away. Well, suck a banana, don't go to Atlanta.
Oh,
that's what he gonna sound like if he don't get this potassium.
I love his videos. He is so stupid.
That is.
All right, let's see what's next.
All aboard.
School of Coons. Oh my God.
Yeah, members today. All aboard. Train.
Oh no.
We have
No.
Choo choo, all aboard. The coon train.
And I'm the picture of the raccoon going down somebody's. Wow. Okay. Wow. I don't know where Greg's algorithm comes from, but oh boy.
It's not you.
Mr. Taylor said, "I love that song, but I'm not sure what that line actually says." Me either.
Right. That's the truth. Like our brain is satisfied with the lyric. I mean, the sound. We don't really need to know the lyrics as much, but
no, not at all. All right, let's see what's next.
Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused.
I mean, he's not wrong. Let's see what's next.
Hello?
Is this the cocksucker residence?
God damn you, stop calling here.
Isn't this 4215 Pussy Way?
You bitch!
Now let me check the zip code. 212, fuck you!
I actually have some friends that just mindlessly just prank and torture each other. So
Oh no.
I'm gonna show them that video. I'll be like, this is YouTube. This is how y'all operate.
I always think about the was it Mo on The Simpsons, who Bart has been calling for 39 years, I guess. Call it.
And still pranks him every single time.
It is pretty funny, you know. Like, is there a masturbate in here? It's like,
oh okay. Let's see. This one I think is about the State of the Union address.
I have done nothing wrong ever in my life.
I know this. And I love you.
I love you too, Daddy. Money, please. My money.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah, pretty much. Just like, I've never done
I've done
anything.
nothing wrong. And Megan's like,
Ever.
yeah, we know. All right, let's see what's next.
That is cute. That's funny. Oh, that's hilarious.
Like, excuse me, who are you? Why are you trying to we was having fun.
I know, right? That is funny.
Let's see what's next.
Congratulations. You've been hired as the night guard at Toy Haven, Salem, Massachusetts, a toy store rebuilt after the fire of 1984. Your job is simple. Stay inside until sunrise and follow the rules, especially rule number 5. Rule number 1. Lock the front doors at exactly 11:09 p.m. No one in, no one out. Rule number 2. If the door to storage room 1 opens by itself and a red rubber ball rolls out toward you, don't panic. He just wants to play with you. Rule number 3. At 1 a.m., the rocking horse near the entrance will start moving. Let it rock 7 times. If it rocks more than 7, turn your head away. The rider doesn't like being watched.
Oh my god.
Rule number 4. After 1:30 a.m., if you hear,
I want to play hide and seek with you. You hide and I'll find you.
that means the game has started. Hide immediately. But whatever you do, don't hide under the counter. That's where the last night guard hid. Rule number 5. At exactly 2:33 a.m., go to aisle 5, just outside the warehouse. You'll see Mr. Grin, the old ventriloquist puppet, sitting in his usual spot. Stand still and wait. If he opens his mouth and says, "Run, run, run," then run immediately. Don't stop. Don't look back. Stay calm. Follow the rules. And remember, your job was never to protect the store. It was to protect the town from what's inside it.
I know that's right. I'll be like, bitch, I ain't writing all this shit down. Let me take my ass on back home. You need to find somebody
Sounds like the worst job
to
ever.
run this damn store.
You know, it's funny, the horror trope of like creepy little kids. It is really creepy. It always is. Like, we want to play with you forever and ever and ever.
Yikes.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What's next? Oh, this is funny.
Do you mean that in the Epstein files there is an alleged email between Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell where Ghislaine starts off telling Jeffrey that Trump is currently on his way to the island as in he's mid-flight, to which Jeffrey says, well, make sure you know you have enough diapers on hand. He'll be staying a week. So stock up for that, because last time we didn't have enough and he shit everywhere. He could not control it and I had to burn everything. Because what do you...
That's funny. I don't think that's true, but it's funny anyway.
Andrea Finley says, I don't want that job ever. No, I don't want that job either. Here's one of our favorites.
Girl, you didn't hear this from me. Okay. What? What's tea? Girl, what's tea? The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. No, bitch. Yeah. Oh my God. No, because I told that bitch to stop fucking with that spout. Well, girl, I don't think she heard you because, down came the rain and washed the spider out. No. Yeah, washed her out. Oh my God. And then, girl, down came the sun, dried up all the rain. All of it. Girl, every drop. And then, girl, you ain't ready for this. What? Girl, the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. No. I can't. No, I shan't not. Honey, get your friend. Get your friend, honey. No. Me and Mrs. Spider are no longer friends, honey.
Shan't.
Oh my God.
I freaking love him.
He can make anything funny. Yeah.
Yes, he can. Absolutely.
Happy birthday, Stuart! Do you remember which aunt I am? The alcoholic? Oh no! Are you the one who lives with her friend, Jessica? No. Then you must be the ugly one. Now, Stuart, you apologize to your Aunt Nori. I'm sorry you're ugly. I think it's time to open up a present. Yeah, give him his present. Where is it? Give it to him. Where is it? That's not very polite behavior. What does Mama say about little boys who aren't polite? I don't want to say. What does Mama say? Sir, what does Mama say about little boys who aren't polite? Little boys who aren't polite give the pro-choice movement a reason to exist. That's right.
Oh my God. Oh God. Miss Taylor says, not to mention the creepy baby dolls. Yes, that part. And Calvin says, fuck that. I'll take a chance at the oldest profession before I work at that job. God. Oh, Lordy. I think we got one more in comedy, and then we'll shift over to some Black Joy.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making.
Ass baboons!
Oh, no. Not Uncle Ruckus.
On Black History Month, Ruckus? Really?
I have Tourette's.
Oh, no. No.
Oh God! You know what's bad is that when that came up Tuesday, I hadn't heard about it. I saw the videos, but I hadn't heard the videos. I didn't know.
Yeah,
and it sucks, man. It's true.
It really does. It does. So, all right. Well, we're about to wrap up, but Greg did have a couple of things. We want to visit Miss Jill Scott, who is going to talk about, I believe, her favorite Prince album, which also happens to be Greg's favorite Prince album, because we know Greg loves Prince. So,
yeah.
Hi, this is Jill Scott, and I'm here with Pitchfork. My Perfect 10 album is Under the Cherry Moon by Prince. I am such a huge Prince fan. When the movie came out, I must have went to see it maybe 15, 30, 40 times. It is some of the most creative, thought-provoking, odd sounds. Free thinking, incredible musicianship. What Prince and the Revolution, Wendy particularly, what they do with their voices in this album is unlike anything anywhere. I've never heard anything even remotely as good. I listened to Under the Cherry Moon for 4 years in a row. I mean, I listen to other things every now and then, but I listened to that album. Do You Lie? Where it starts out in French, another lover. You need another lover like you need a hole in your head. How poetic, and then the groove and how funky that album is. Christopher Tracy's Parade, just genius musicianship. He showed his royal ass. Okay? Sometimes It Snows in April is a ode to a lost friend. Anybody who's ever lost a friend, there's these odd moments of grief. And the way that Prince expressed it musically is so divine. It's perfect. It's eloquent. It's passionate. Love that one. I think about it and I feel emotional because it's that well produced. That is the kind of musicianship that Prince had. I loved that man. I loved him. I'm just very happy that I had the privilege of dancing with him till 4:00 in the morning. I don't think I ever thanked him for Under the Cherry Moon. I don't know why I didn't. Please investigate Under the Cherry Moon. Not only is it a beautifully directed film, but that music, baby, that music, wonderful. Perfect 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if those are the same reasons that Greg likes it so much. So, but yeah, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Check out the movie too.
Yeah.
And finally, just so we have some feel good music to end the show, here's some Fantasia for you.
He'll be calling the cab. 8 in the morning, talking about the funny hat. 9 in the morning, and he just getting home, talking about the overnight scenario. Everybody say, hey, good God Almighty, y'all. Good God Almighty. Everybody say, y'all say it. Good God Almighty, y'all. Good God Almighty.
All right. Calvin said, "Oh, that new Bruno Mars album dropped, and it is fire. No skips." Okay.
Okay.
Maybe we'll
I'm gonna check it
this
out.
weekend. So there you go.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, we are at the end of the show. Let me get this thing going here. So if you enjoyed today, come back tomorrow and visit the Blurred Council. They will assemble tomorrow at 5. I'm not sure what's on their docket for tomorrow, but I'm sure it'll be something quite interesting. Are you guys doing a show on Monday?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
I will invite Devon on if Greg can't make it.
Okay. All right. And if he can't do it, I might be able to do it if you're doing that 4 now rather than at 3.
Yes, you got it.
Yes, I do have a new time out now. So yeah, so check out Malcolm and mystery guests at 4 on Monday.
Yeah.
I will be here on Tuesday at 7. I don't know if Greg is going to be here then or not, but he's scheduled to stop through Tijuana, so he says. So you don't know. We might be in the same vicinity of each other. You'll just have to tune in and see. Check out Malcolm on Wednesday at 7. And don't forget to check out his Bearcast. The new episode drops every Friday wherever you get your fine podcasts. The Digital Digest is still on hiatus. We do try to put out his podcast, Two Grooms in a Pod, when he remembers to send me the videos. He hasn't done that lately, so we apologize. But yeah, if you're not following Cleo and Shannon, please go ahead and do so. And then check out Uncle Pookie and Paw Paw on Talking Shit with the Drunk Uncles on Fridays at 10 after RuPaul's Drag Race. Follow John on his socials. You can find him on Instagram and Facebook. And we do have a website, so check that out, mailmediamindlive.com. And I've been waiting to do this all day. So Greg has been pressuring me to add this music. So
okay.
So for $5 a month, you too can sponsor a horny homosexual. So if you are not a Patreon member, consider being one. Go to patreon.com/MaleMediaMind, and just for $5 a month, you too can save a horny homosexual. So, yeah.
Goodness.
Stick around, Patreon members. We will have an after show, and you'll have access to our book club, to some of our spicy links, and the VIP room where we talk shit and post memes, and it's a lot of good fun in there. And come back next week for the Saturday Sit Down at 1:00 p.m. I'm assuming Greg will be back in the chair. We'll see. But anyway, from Malcolm and me, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. And y'all have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for checking out this episode of The Saturday Sit Down with your host, the talented Mr. Drayton. Your one-stop shop for the best conversation that you don't want to miss. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And stay tuned for the next episode.